Yes, good morning guys. It's another Monday morning. It's actually a really nice morning. Really nice morning. Got Ray over here. And guess what? I've got some news for you. We finally, I've been saying it for the past 5 weeks. In fact, probably longer. We have finally completed on the pub conversion. So we picked keys up last week. We was actually in Turkey last week, and that's when we completed. And yeah, we picked keys up on Friday. We got back from Turkey on Thursday, and we're going to be going there today. We're going to print off some floor plans and showing you around what it is that we're going to be doing. So the story behind the pub is it was just a normal pub on the market. It was ran down, it wasn't nice at all, it wasn't being operated correctly, and it actually had bad press. So it was in the newspapers for being like a lot of trouble in there, a lot of fights, a lot of loud people, which is standard in a pub anyway, right? But also there was a strip club. There was a strip club element of this, so it was a little bit dodgier. Yeah, it was. They got like a bit of a back room, maybe got a stripper's pole. Not too sure. Did you see a stripper's pole, Ray?
I don't think so.
I didn't see a stripper's pole, but it did look like a bit of a dodgy room. Apparently, that's where they used to do like strip teasing and stuff like that. I don't know what that comprises of because I've never been to one. I haven't. I've never been to one, Ray. Honestly, I haven't. I've seen what they look like, but I've never been inside one.
We went to one together in Thailand.
Oh yeah, we did go to one together in Thailand, so maybe I have been to one. So we're going to show you around. We're going to be going there today. But the story behind this is just a standard pub, so it's a commercial unit, and it's got residential above. And we put in a planning application to turn this from a pub, which had bad press in the newspapers and everything, and turn it into 2 commercial units at the bottom. So it's going to be 2 shops, and then a 13 studio HMO above. And it went to planning, and the planner said, yeah, everything's fine. Went to an environmental agency, they said everything's fine. There's some issues that we've got with the flood stuff, so you're gonna have to have a flood risk assessment and show us what you're going to be doing to prevent any floods to the ground floor, because it's going to be habitable. There's going to be rooms down there. So we had that done, and also the HMO department passed it off. They said, yeah, fine, standards are okay, your room sizes are okay, your communal size is okay. So everything was looking good. One of the planners, one of the councillors or MPs pulled it into committee, and a committee is when it goes to a room and it's full of councillors and MPs, and they decide whether it gets approved or not. I don't know why they would decide, because they're not really like clued up, in my opinion, on what the area actually needs. That's mainly the council that decide that. I know these work for the council, but like when it comes to like residential needs and what tenants want, like it's just an opinion, right? So, and it's not based on facts of what the area is actually looking for and what's going to benefit the area. So it went to there and it got rejected. Yeah, it got rejected. So we was fuming, because like I was like, so I had no objections. The council said it's okay. Environmental agency said it's okay. The planners, HMO department, but these councillors said it wasn't okay. So we then had a decision: do we buy it and take a risk and take a bit of a gamble on what the exit is going to be, or do we just let go of it? And we spent around £15,000 on it. So we was like, we're going to do it anyway. So we purchased it, yeah? And what we're going to do is appeal that planning committee decision. And then if that fails, which we know it won't, what we will have to do is revise the scheme. Yeah, maybe down scheme it, down spec it, take away some rooms, add more commercial units. We don't know. There's multiple options, which is why I was confident on buying it in cash without having the planning permission. So yeah, just very quick numbers on this. It is a 325k purchase. We are going to be spending between 350 and 400 on the build, and we've already had a pre-valuation. I believe we had a valuer attend and told us on the day what it's going to be worth when we buy it, but also told us what it's going to be worth when the works have been complete. So I believe we had a pre-valuation of around 1.2 or 1.02 million, which sounds quite high, and it is quite high because we know the value that we're adding, especially when we're only buying it for 325. So all being well, it should be an all money out deal. What I'll do in one video though is I'll go through some specifics, some numbers, and show you how we calculated the deal, and potentially show you the deal analyzer and maybe some additional costs, because we have costs of like upgrading the services and obviously creating the commercial units, and there's costs of what else is extra? Obviously the gas supply, electrical supply, we've got to upgrade the incoming water supply. We're having a whole new roof done. I don't believe we're extending, but I'm going to print the floor plans out today, and I'm going to go around the pub and we're going to show you around because it's a nice little project. So come with me, let's go. Yes guys, the long await has come. Isn't that right, Ray? Look who I'm with. Guest special, this one. Go on, Ray, tell them.
Tell them what?
Just tell them.
Sure.
Just fucking tell them. I'll tell you. So this is the pub we have purchased, and we just stood in the bar area. Ray's behind the bar. Ray, you want to pour me a pint, darling?
It's not even thingers.
There's no pulleys.
Oh, it's in that one, I think. Or
So,
is it Tucker?
here's the downstairs of the pub. No, they took the pumps. I bet the tight horses used to just pull it out of a can. Here was the strip club.
I love this.
Karaoke machine.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. This was the strip bar. And there was a little, grab that, Ray, grab that a sec. So you can see there. And there was a little pole here, and they used to grab it.
That is the most weirdest thing I've ever seen.
That's what they used to do on the pole, Ray.
Is that on or off the switch?
The switch is on. So this is a karaoke machine. This is what Ray's been wanting. Is there an on button, Ray?
No.
What do you print and scan?
I don't know. That's why I don't know if it is a karaoke machine.
There's a little key on the side.
Maybe it's like a photo booth, do you think?
I mean, maybe. There is a little thingy there. But this is where they used to do the twerking and stuff. So this is the front of the pub. We haven't actually got keys to be able to get in there. We do have an electrical supply up there, which looks rather big. And it is, oh, we've got 3-phase, Ray.
Yeah, I know. Can't you remember this?
No, I can't remember seeing we had 3-phase. This is how much we know. So we haven't got to upgrade that, potentially only the gas. So then down here, we're going to have like a plant room. But what we're going to have down here, so it's huge down here, we're going to have 2 shops. So one here, and the entrance is going to be at the front, which is there. And then we're going to have a shop here. And then all at the back, we're going to have it as residential. So we're going to have a 13 studio HMO. We're going to have the communal area here. We're going to have some rooms upstairs. We're going to have 13 rooms in total. This is going to be a big project. So 2 commercial units and 13 studio style rooms. We're going to go into the loft. We're going to create a new loft.
Oh, they'd see if money's fake or not.
Oh, we've got some fake money, like pen things.
You got anything? No.
No money on me. It's all gone into the pub.
Oh, I have loads of them.
So, yeah, but then we're going to go into the loft and we're going to create another 3 or 4 bedrooms up in the loft, I think. But first, for us to be able to do that, what we have to do is get planning accepted. So, this is the kitchen. Here's the boiler. This is where they used to prepare the food. We've got some big industrial units here. Or the way they've took the ovens.
Obviously.
No, they was expensive. Got a lot of cutlery. Do you need some cutlery?
No, mine's black at home, not that.
Big sinks and stuff. I bet this is worth some, you know. In fact, is that the oven out there?
Don't know.
Maybe.
Jet wash.
Oh yeah, that's a good little jet wash, that is. So yeah, guys, this is a pub I've been ranting and raving about for so long, but I'm going to be honest.
You need a rolling pin.
You need a rolling pin?
Yeah,
Take that
bacon.
way.
I'll wash it.
You don't do baking. You do sometimes. You do a good cheesecake.
I'm a good baker then.
Ray's are good at cheesecake.
What's this?
Oh, got a little drill. Hammer. Ron seal. So I'm going to be honest, guys. I really want to show you around and take you on more of a tour, but we've run out of time. So I've been banging on about this for ages. But we've just literally popped here, just had a little look in, make sure no one's broke in, make sure we've got no squatters. There was a cat upstairs who was squatting, and I was actually walking through, and the cat jumped out, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? but then it fled outside because there was a big hole in the wall which we are going to have to cover. So I'll take you upstairs and I will show you what's going to go down up there. Yeah, I'll show you around. Guys, so we've got an outside toilet. It actually smells in here, doesn't it? There's no one in here, right? Wait, there's someone in there. So guys, we found an outside toilet.
Yeah, there's a needle on there, look.
Where's the needle?
Right below you. Oh my god, there.
That's a screw.
Oh.
We do have some evidence of some paraphernalia.
I think try and shut the door.
Oh yeah, like that's going to stop them from going in, just shutting the door. It's been booted off. So guys, we've got squatters. Look at this big juicy thing. Look at that.
It's a big dartboard here.
Yeah, big dartboard. Big pub. This is what we are now proud owners of. And we've even inherited some squatters. What more do you want? Do you know what I mean? How many buildings can you buy and you get humans with it? Anyway.
What's in there?
I don't dare look in anything now, if I'm honest with you, Ray. Got a feeling someone's going to jump out somewhere. It's a little bit scary, guys. What if someone just jumped out with a big needle and jabbed it in us? Oh yeah, Ray's got that rolling pin. I'm sure that's going to scare them off, Ray, when they've got a big needle full of heroin in their hand. Come on. Let's get out of here, darling.
Is this the way out?
Yeah, we need to come up and lock the door. So this is the upstairs. This is going to be, up here, 10 studios. So there's going to be 2 bedrooms on the ground with 2 commercial units. And then up here is going to be another 10 bedrooms. I'm going into the loft. Obviously I can't show you the loft because I've not even been in it myself, there's no access. But here's what it currently looks like. So this is going to be a big studio, we're going to have their own access. Another room here. This is all going to be one big studio. We're actually on a high street here, as you can see.
Is that safe?
Geezer. Yeah, we've got a safe here. Isn't that safe, Ray? Wow, okay. So we need to get the breakout team in this, because here's the thing.
Have you seen them Instagram videos where they try and crack it open and see what's in it?
Should we try and sell it off? You can do that, can't you? What's it called? Oh my god, we've made wardrobes like that before.
Oh my god.
Haven't we? I'm not even joking either. We literally have, haven't we? And it's even got a hand rail at the top. So this is where the other bedrooms are going. There's some CCTV there. Bathroom, another bedroom here. That's all going to be knocked through. A decent sized bedroom here. Big bedroom here. It's even got a kitchen there. Again, we've got a high street here. Look at it, it's going off down there. It's absolutely going off. Big high street. And then another bedroom here. I'm gonna be honest, I'm scared doing this. Anyone can just pop out of anywhere. Got an open window here. I don't know, I don't think people have been inside here, Ray, but someone's definitely sleeping outside. Oh my god, there's someone behind the door.
I've already been in here. Shut that one though.
No one's been in there, the cobwebs all over it. Ew! Ew! But yeah, we're going into the loft. We can't show you the loft. But that's about as much as I can show you guys. Yes, guys. So it's actually
You cannot start again.
I can't do that. I'll keep that in.
No, you will not.
I'll keep that. Listen, guys, you've got to see the reality of property investing.
That's disgusting.
And property investors trump quite a lot. Isn't that right, Ray?
Not me.
that don't smell too good either.
I don't know why you wait till we get in the car all the time.
Wait till what?
To fart.
Oh, to fart? Yeah, I do wait. Why? Guys, if you can fart, here's the thing. Like, we're aiming for net zero. Yeah, I'm looking after the climate. Why am I going to fart into the atmosphere? I'm not going to. I'm going to do it in my car and let Ray suffer. Ray's got a window down. So, yeah, it's actually Thursday today. Not really been up to much in between when I've shown you guys the pub on Monday, but we are actually heading there now. We are going to meet some business partners. Isn't that right, Ray?
Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, meeting Sarah and Rich.
looking forward to showing them around. I don't think they've been in ever.
No.
And they don't know it yet, but when we went there the other day, the ceiling had collapsed, so they're going to love that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it don't really mean too much for us if the ceiling's collapsed, because we're going to rip it all out anyway. However, we have got these business partners, and the reason that we have got them is because obviously they're really good people, and it'll be good to grow with them and like have a portfolio with them and some really nice big assets. But we first got in touch with them to partner up with us when we was doing our commercial to residential conversion. So we purchased their boiler factory and we turned it into 6 flats. Why not, beloved? Into 6 flats, and we didn't have the experience, if I'm going to be honest with you, because it was commercial. We knew there was a lot more legislation, there was a lot more stuff to do in terms of the build, and we wasn't that confident. So we've been using Sarah and Rich now for many years. Like, they refurbed our first HMO, so they are a build team in Nottingham, FS Building. Shout out FS Building. In fact, put their tag down here. Best builders we've ever used, and I'm not just saying that because they're our business partners, but genuinely, yeah, they've done our own home, so I think that says a lot. But yeah, they do all of our HMOs, and when it comes to this commercial building, we didn't have the experience and we needed to keep the build low. So me and Ray had a bit of a brainstorm, and we was like, right, how can we make this deal work? We've got to do it with a builder. We've got to do it with a build team who can keep the refurb down, and they have a massive interest in the project to get it delivered on time to a high quality and keep the refurb quite low. So I'll be honest with you, we sat there, we brainstormed, and we wrote down loads of builders' names. In fact, I'm lying, that's not true. We wrote down one name, and that was Sarah and Fish, and they was the only people that was ever going to JV with on this project, because like I said, they're very good, trustworthy, reliable. Look at this idiot.
White geese.
I bet they're trying to get in again. This is an agency actually from Nottingham.
Just go.
For me. So yeah, there was going to be the only people that we JV'd with on stuff like this. Yeah, so they've just got in our lane. Surprise, 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 surprise. So yeah, that's who we're going to meet today. They've never seen this project before, but they're going to deliver the build. They are our 50-50 JV partners on this, so they're going to make it totally hands off. Me and Ray, our role within that like small company is to find the deals, the big naughty ones, so like the flat conversions, commercial units, and take them through conveyancing, negotiate them, and then Sarah and Fish are then going to overtake on when it comes to the build, make sure it's delivered on time. And their slogan is on time and on budget. Isn't that right, Ray?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't agree fully with that.
I agree with the on time.
Yeah, we agree with on time. Wait, yeah, we agree with the on time.
Yeah, it's always on time.
Yeah, but obviously things can crop up during projects, and that's nothing against them, because they're not cowboy builders, but some things are out of their control. Yes, guys, so it's actually Friday. So what I've actually been meaning to do, or wanting to do, or at least my video editor, Scott McPherson, I'm going to give this guy a shout out. Follow Scott down here. Yeah, Scott's been asking me, and I actually think it's going to be better for you guys for me to say, when I come on, it's like, this is what we're doing on Monday, this is what we're doing on Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way to when we finish the vlog, right? But I'm going to be honest, I'm extremely busy. That's a shit excuse. But I am busy. But like, sometimes I just don't get around to pulling the camera out and recording stuff. And that is because I'm just doing a lot of stuff, and some days, the days are boring. Some days I'm sat in the kitchen, sat in the office, just doing work all day, and then I go to the gym, I go on my treadmill at night, sometimes watch a bit of TV, which is not very often. And you guys don't want to see that. Do you know what I mean? So I don't like vlog daily always. What I will do is just pull the camera out when I think I've got a little bit of value to add. But today's Friday, so what I'm doing today is I'm actually on my way to golf, and I'm gonna go and play with one of the build teams. When I say one of the build teams, his name is Carl. We've used him on a couple of projects before, and he's starting one for us soon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get Carl on the vlog. Yeah, Carl's gonna jump on here. He doesn't know it yet. The thing is, most people, when I say people, most like tradesmen and stuff, especially me in the past, a little bit camera shy. It's just not something that we're used to, and it's just something that is not really like what they do on a day-to-day basis. Although I've been on camera for many years now, like doing social media and obviously starting these vlogs. So Cole's going to be okay. I'm going to get him on here. I'm going to ask him a few questions because he's a builder. Obviously he's got his own build team, and I just want to share some knowledge and some value and some insights from an actual builder, because a lot of the times it's easy for investors or developers to blame builders for builds being slow and not being on time and not up to spec and not on budget. But I can see it from a builder's perspective as well, because I used to be a tradesman, and we don't always get given the right details of what to build out, and sometimes things can crop up, and sometimes there's issues that the clients give the tradesman or the builders. So I'm going to give you some value shared from his perspective. The video yesterday did cut out because I did say come with me, I'm going to show you when we meet our builders, our JV partners, business partners. But I'll be honest, we just got stuck into business. We just got too busy, went for a coffee after. So unfortunately I wasn't able to show you around, but there will be more content coming on the pub soon. I'm actually going to show you, or talk you through the numbers, the process that we're going through, and then what we're eventually going to turn it into. And it's going to be a nice little journey. So the next video, I promise this time, will cut out, and it will be me talking to Cole on the golf course and him sharing some knowledge. Come on. Yes guys, so I'm just at golf, Friday afternoon, nice little round. I'm not playing too well, but guess who I'm with? I'm with the builder. Yeah, this guy is going to introduce himself. Cole, here he is. Cole.
Hi there, Cole here. Do a bit of business with Justin, just having a few rounds today.
Yeah, so Cole, I want to ask you a few questions just because.
What, about golf?
No, definitely not about golf, because you're shit. Sorry, you're not shit. You're not that shit.
Not too bad. Average.
Oh. Average? I don't know. But obviously, like, when people watch what I do, and even just like other investors, obviously they just see it from, like, they blame the builders a lot for time and budget and problems and stuff like that. I just want to hear from your perspective, like, what's the biggest thing that comes up which maybe investors should be able to learn from, maybe avoid, like on projects, maybe when pricing, maybe when building?
Full clarity from the beginning.
Yeah.
Open honesty.
Yeah.
I think sort of getting everything boxed off at the beginning rather than giving people stuff to work with and sort of changing their mind halfway through. I understand that there's different times that you need to change the course of the project, but yeah, I think full clarity all the time, personally.
Yeah, I think what's also important is, yeah, like you mentioned, clarity, but like having a full program from the start. So
yeah.
The biggest mistake I see people do, which I make sure my mentees avoid, is they get floor plans for a project, right? They'll send it to a builder and they'll say, can you quote from this? Without anything else.
With nothing in it.
Yeah. So like, you don't know what
works.
You don't know what you're quoting for. If you just got the floor plans, you don't know what you're quoting for, do you?
No, that's right. Yeah.
So that's a tip number one. When you're getting builders in to quote for your projects, don't just send them the floor plans and say, can you quote for this 6-bed? What doors do you want? What kitchens do you want? What electrics? They don't know. So it's like, what are they actually quoting for? Cole's got a nice little sausage cob here. Let's go. One more tip for any investor when working with a builder. This can be anything. I know I'm putting you on the spot here.
Working as a team.
Yes.
Working as a team. That's it.
Told you he's camera shy. Yeah, okay, work as a team. Yeah, always. Yeah, you got to build a power team. Yeah, architects, solicitors, brokers, lenders, builders, everyone. Yeah, you got to work in harmony and you got to work in symphony. I don't think that made sense. Did that make sense? Harmony and symphony. Well, I don't know what symphony means.
Musical.
Hey. But you got to work. It's got to be a harmonious working environment. Yeah, you all got to sing from the same hymn sheet. Everyone's got to be on the same page as you, and also you got to be relentless as well, right? So if one of your power team members are not pulling the weight, could be architect, could be solicitor, could be broker, could be lender, could be a builder. You got to get them gone. Yeah.
Strength in depth.
Strength in depth.
Strength in depth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All aspects.
Yeah. He's a man of very few words. But them very few words are very wise. Not like Cole. Strength in depth. Work as a team, yeah? Yeah? Thank you. Let's go. Yes, guys. We've actually got a couple of the HMO club team come round. So these are people that we've been helping for the past 6 months. Me, Ray and Reese Wright. By the way, I don't think I've mentioned Reese Wright before. That's our business partner on the training and the education side of things. Here is his Instagram. Go give him a follow. But we've took these guys through 6 months worth of HMO training. We've taught them how to find deals, how to progress deals, how to refurb them, refinance them, and also raise funds, and also build a company which is sustainable and scalable within the next 5 or 10 years. And they've all got deals. They've all had HMOs accepted. Some of them have completed on them already. Some of them have got them in conveyancing. They've all raised money. So it's been a very successful round of bringing people on and training them up. But what we've done today is we've just got them round, you know, because like I love setting up communities, and I feel like everyone needs to be a part of a community, and that's what we've done with these guys, and we've become like, or we've all actually become friends, and that's what I like about property. It's never competition, it's collaboration. So yeah, we've got them round our house today because the 6 months has run out, so this is sort of just like the final goodbye. So just making a little bit of a breakfast, having a chin wag, and maybe sharing some value, some knowledge, and going through questions that people have got. So here they are.
Towards the end.
And here's the spread that Ray's set up. Look at this. So I'm going to ask a couple of these guys some questions later on, so share some knowledge, some value, and see, so then they can give you their true opinion on how it's been on the HMO club. And it's also important for us to know where we can improve, because we're constantly wanting to improve. Let's go. And that's a wrap, guys. I know I wanted to like talk with some of the guys and get them on camera, and then they can let you know what it is that we do on the HMO club. However, there was too much value being given out, and we were just too busy having a good chat and discussing the next steps for them, you know, because we care. You know, there's so many training companies that will take your money and just, that's it, just, you're gone, you're just a number. But we care, genuinely care about other people and them doing well. So a lot of value to give. I hope this video has been useful. If there's anything specific that you guys want me to give out knowledge-wise and value-wise, listen, I can sit here with this whiteboard and I can say, look, this is how you calculate this is how you do this. I'm open to that. So let me know what you want to know about. Let me know what strategies you want to learn. Let me know if there's anything about HMOs you want me to teach you, and then we'll do that. Let's fucking go.